What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Twisted Life of TV. I am Poetry. You are here for another recap and review. This is of Raising Kanan, Season 5, Episode 3, Tricks. Okay? As y'all can tell by the thumbnails, there's two floating around, but both of them basically say this episode was boring. I was not impressed at all. This episode was directed by Joseph Sikora, the one who plays Tommy in the Power franchise. And for me, I could tell. Every time that he does a directing whatever, or he's part of the process for a particular episode, I can tell because it seems so disjointed and so disconnected. It's like they have so many different storylines all trying to happen at the same doggone time, but none of the dots connect. It's like, why is this here? It's pointless. Why is it here? It's pointless. That's what my whole thought was. I was thinking the majority of this episode. But we're going to get into it, y'all. We're going to get into it. I'm going to try not to give y'all too much of my opinion as we go along. Y'all forgive me. I hope that I don't lift up too much because I ain't putting my shirt back on. I am sitting up here in the sports bra because I'm tired and I'm hot. And I already had started to get undressed, but I said, let me go ahead and get this video done for the end of the night. So we open up with Kanan and Breeze rolling up on Reggie. Now, Reggie was one of Akbar's boys. Remember when Akbar joined Unique, Reggie was one of his crew. So he out there with a few little youngins, and they holding down the corner. Now, they got word that Akbar had already been put down. But they telling Breeze and Kanan they ain't heard nothing about Unique. According to Breeze, Unique is in the wind anyway. So Breeze come up there to their set and tell them, look here, we trying to put y'all little shorties on, but we can't find Unique. We were supposed to be doing business with him. But since we can't do business with him, we going to take the fuck over, right? So Reggie say, I ain't heard nothing about that. Ain't nobody told me that I'm supposed to be rocking with y'all. And yeah, we know what y'all did to Akbar. We going to get our revenge, okay? Now, Breeze said, by who? I know it ain't going to be you. I know it ain't gonna be you. And that's the same thing I was saying too. It ain't gonna be you because it's 5 of y'all and it's 2 of them, and y'all letting these fools come up on y'all with all this doggone mouth. Okay? Y'all up here looking down y'all noses like y'all hard stuff, but y'all ain't finna pop nothing, not even gum. Because if y'all thought that they killed Akbar and this was supposed to be y'all doggone boy, y'all wouldn't let them fools get out the doggone car. They'd have been blasted right there at the curbside. Okay, curbside pickup. Right there. They would have did it right there. But no, y'all let them come up in y'all face and talk all this smack to you. Doesn't make no doggone sense. Y'all ain't putting no fear in nobody's heart. Kanan tell him, look here, either you gonna work for us or you not gonna work at all. Ever. Okay, not ever again. And Reggie still like this unique corner, big boy, big chub rock in the back, this unique corner. Okay, Bree say, how that nigga running this corner when he on the run? Make it make sense. So Reggie say, fuck it. It's my corner then. Y'all need to step. Okay. Now, I like the way that Reggie is holding his ground. This is kind of what I wanted to see out of Taz. Okay. We get a little bit out of Taz a little bit later, but he still got punked without even having the word said to him. Okay. So now again, like I said, they still talking about this they corner. Reggie like, fuck it, it's my corner. And Bree say, it's your corner. Okay, it's your corner. The 5'2" high private eye stepped to him all up in his grill like that, right? Like I said, Reggie had a little heart, and this was the type of energy that I want to see from him. But the problem is, you still let them step all the way up to you. You let Breeze post up on you, and then your homeboys, they all stacked behind you, showing me that they freaking scared, right? That's what they showing me. They all seem weak as hell. Breeze, he step off the corner like the dude said, okay, fine, I'm gonna step off, turns around and pulls out a piece on them. But he does bang bang right into Reggie, right to his dome, boom, boom. And then Kanan pulls out and pop, 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 pop. Kanan didn't hit shit. You got 4 motherfuckers running in the wind. Kanan letting off all these rounds, ain't hit a motherfucking thing. You could have at least hit your Brock big ass. Okay, you could at least hit him. He the biggest and the slowest, and Kanan still missed him. So Bree stood over Reggie's body and emptied some more shells into him right before he left the corner all high and dry and shit. May not be Reggie's corner, but he rest in peace and on that corner right there. Well, we go over to Lou's crib and I can't never remember the name of that doggone club. I think it was a stupid ass name anyway. Anyway, Marvin, Raq, Flossie, and Flossie's bottom bitches, they all there at the club. We got Elizabeth, we got Kirsten, we got Frederica, which are all white girls with this new employees and new clientele, which means we finna get some more white, customers going on here. And then we got a black escort also named Tiana. Now, Flossie tell the white girls they not gonna be doing escorting no more. But Marvin tells Tiana the only time I want to see your mouth open is when you putting a dick in it, which means leads me to believe she's still escorting, which don't make sense. Flossie claimed to have picked her 4 top girls, and if the other 3 ain't escorting, why Tiana still escorting? Okay, anywho, they basically learning about what their new job description is gonna be. It's different clientele, different money moving, different places and stuff like that. Now, this is the thing that gets me. They not supposed to be doing none of this in Queens. So why they at Loose Spot? Loose Spot was in Queens. They're supposed to be having the hoes run in and up out of Loose Spot. But Loose Spot is in Queens. And you said y'all was just doing Manhattan only. Make it make sense. You having these girls come all the way down from Manhattan to Queens to do a pickup? To take back up to Manhattan? That don't make no sense. That don't make no sense. And that's just what I'm saying about this episode being disjointed and disconnected and it not making no doggone sense. I need some water. Hold on. Okay. Anyway, after Raq say what she got to say, she like, let's do the damn thing, which is a selfless plug. That is the name of the book that I co-wrote called Doing the Damn Thing. Y'all can still find it on Amazon. Y'all can order directly from me. Anywho, child, all these 5 seasons, Jukebox, and I've said this before, her life has always seemed separate from the rest of the Thomas family. I know sometimes they pull her into their bullshit every now and then, but for the most part, Juke is usually standing on her own. Okay? Just the other day, she was planning on popping Garcia for pulling Aisha into her mess, but now she seemed to have a change of heart. She offers him a chance to make some money. He do for her, she do for him, right? And I'm like, doing what? Doing what, Juke? What you got going on that you can help Garcia make money and then he provides you some type of help at the same doggone time? How you supposed to be lacing his pockets? Make it make sense. That never, ever got explained during this episode. Again, part of the disconnection that I'm talking about here. This right here is typical Courtney Kemp for her to let that shit slide with Jason Sikora, Sasha Penn as well. It doesn't make any sense. Garcia, no, because Juke confronted him and Garcia stepped off the curb and had to look up at her ass. Where all these little bitty ass men come from? He looking up at Juke in her face and he like, get away from here. Don't ever come back. I should arrest you right now, or I should just put a bullet in you. Right? And Juke is standing there. She's standing there strong, 10 toes down, tough as mug. Like, see you later, copper. That's pretty much what she gonna say. And she will. She gonna see him later. And speaking of see you later, Flossie, she want to see Marvin later. She want to have Marvin over for drinks because she want to get to know him. And Marvin is like, I don't pay for pussy. She claiming it ain't about sex. It's not about sex. But Marvin's like, look here, I just tell you, I don't pay for pussy. Personally, I'm like, we having drinks right now. What the fuck I need to meet you later for to have drinks? What you want to talk to me about? We could talk about right now. Everybody gone. It's just me and you. But she want to get to know who the hell she working with, right? Well, Pino, he called up Stefano. So Stefano was out the hospital and he done got his ass up in Manhattan. So you can tell who the bitch boy in this situation. Whoever go to the other person is the one who not in charge. So and Stefano took his just got stabbed ass out in critical condition ass up to Manhattan to talk to Pino, just for Pino to tell him, I'm fucking with Raq. I don't care what you talking about, right? And Stefano was like, look here, don't get in bed with her. And he said, look, I don't want your opinion. I didn't ask for it. I don't give a damn what you think, how you feel about it. I'm just telling you it is what it is. So Stefano was like, okay, so respect. Out of the goodness of your heart, you just come to tell me this. I'm just letting you know there ain't nothing good about messing around with Raq, right? This is the same chick that got me stabbed up. And Pino like, nah, she didn't get you stabbed up. You got you stabbed up. That was your responsibility. The consequences for your own fucking actions, okay? Because you got a little fragile ass ego and you had to go over there and fuck around with Sal, rest in peace, okay? And I was like I said, I guess I know who he got the biggest draws. Because he was all like, how this motherfucker come tell me how to run my goddamn business? Shit, okay? But I'm like, yeah, he could have called me on the phone for that one. He could have called me on the phone. So if you're new to this channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe, like the video, hype up the video if you haven't already hyped up 3 videos this week. Leave your comments down in the comment section so we can discuss this doggone episode and this doggone season. All right, Marvin is still on the hunt for Unique. Okay, everybody else know the Unique is gone in the wind except for Marvin. Marvin's still looking for him, so he stepped up in the barbershop to find out what everybody know. Okay, what everybody heard about Unique's whereabouts, and everybody ain't heard a doggone thing. But what they do know is that Kanan's supposed to be working with him. Unique and Kanan are supposedly got together and they working with this little dude named Breeze. Now, Breeze supposed to be some hot shit right about now, right? He done set up shop. He done took over the block. He the only one out here with some fucking work. And Marvin don't know who he is. Marvin ain't heard nothing about him. He like, what the fuck you mean my nephew working with doggone Unique? They working together? And who the fuck is Breeze? Okay, Marvin hightail it over there to Kanan's trap house to confront him about his new shenanigans and shit, right? Marvin didn't realize, was he at the trap house? Or was he at Kanan's apartment? He was at Kanan's apartment. Okay. Marvin didn't realize that part of the shenanigans that Kanan was involved in was taking over Unique spots. He's like, oh, you the ones that hit a 150, you know what I'm saying, like that? And then Kanan like, yeah, we out here trying to put in this doggone work, right? So Kanan say, I'm working, okay? Unique didn't kill Lou. Unique has moved on. He's got out of Dodge. And if you need a job, I can put you on, especially since my mom ain't moving weight right now anyway. And Marvin's like, what you mean you could give me a fucking job? Marvin say, I don't fuck with you. I know you did not ask me to work for you, right? Nigga, you work for me, okay? I don't know who the fuck Breeze is. I don't know how many bodies you don't drop. I don't know how many corners you don't hit up. You ain't on my motherfucking level, nigga. You always gonna be underneath me. You and your little Pop Warner team that you got out here playing in the fucking game. Nigga, I am the game. I created the fucking game. You can't see me. Can't see me. Can't be me, right? You can't even climb that motherfucking high. I'm a real goddamn gangster. I'm paraphrasing, but that's almost what Marvin said, right? He said, I live, eat, and breathe this shit. Hell, I shit this shit if it must be said. And Kanan looking like, yeah, whatever, nigga. It's nice talking to you, gangster, you know. So now, Marvin, he go back and he tell Raq what's up with Kanan. Hey, he working with Unique. He working with this nigga named Breeze. And I'm like, Raq, how come you don't know about Breeze either? Like I said, this little dude is pushing weight. He working with Stefano. He can folks to pop into smoke, taking over people's sets. Okay, the streets ain't fucking talking. None of your crew have came back to you and told you what's really going down. Stefano know about him. Jersey know about him, but the Queen of Queens don't know nothing about Breeze. Make it make sense. It don't make sense, y'all. It don't make sense. You slipping, Raq. You slipping. Okay, slipping so much that Stefano is out here telling your motherfucking business to your son. All these Italian niggas a bunch of fucking snitches, right? Bunch of wussies, pussy boys is what I like to call them. Because now why in the hell would Pino tell Stephanie all of the motherfucking business? You could have easily said that you working with Raq, but you ain't got to go say Raq working with Flossie and Flossie got her girls being the runners. What the fuck kind of shit is that? And I was like, Raq, this don't make sense. All of your goddamn business hitting the streets, hitting the ears of everybody. Okay, but you gonna try to convince me that Marvin and Raq don't know nothing about Breeze? They don't know nothing about Kanan's movement? Come on now. Anyway, Stefano pretty much tell Kanan, look her, your mother is a fucking problem. I told her not to do business in Queens and she thought she could run her ass up there in Manhattan. And that's disrespecting the fuck out of me. So she making me look weak. So stuff about to get messy around her. And Kanan was like, I don't give a fuck, dog. Shit. My life been messing with her all my damn life. And that's all Stefano wanted to make sure is that his mess ain't finna run over into his relationship with Kanan. He got to make sure he worked with this teenager, nothing else. So I know I'm skipping a lot of shit, y'all. Okay. I skipped over Juke going back to the bar, hooking up with Jackie. I'm skipping over Breeze discussing Unique with Pops and Snap. I'm skipping over Marvin having drinks with Flossie. Only thing that really came out of that is they had a Jesus and God talk or some shit like that. But anyway, none of that seemed to really fucking matter to be part of this script at all. Other than the last statement that he had with Flossie. But the whole meeting with Flossie didn't make no fucking sense to me at all. And right now, Raq is ordering a hit. This shit don't make no sense either. She got two of her crew members about to roll up on the corner that she knew nothing about that had been taken and do a drive-by, claiming she want to send the message. She don't want them to stop. She wants them to just keep driving and spraying. She don't want them to go back and check and see if they hit nobody. Just shoot the place up and keep it going. Keep it moving. What's the message there, Raq? Who is the message for? What is the message about? And as far as Juke and Garcia, going back to that, for what and for why? I'm still not understanding that. Garcia come over to Juke house and said he gonna name his price. Name your price for what? You did not even have a conversation with Juke about what she wanted of you, what she was going to exchange with you. Y'all never talked about that. So what price are you asking for? What exactly are we doing here? Make it make sense. It doesn't. Not at all. And y'all trying to create a situation as we watching the show, as we watch it happen. Is that what y'all doing? Because y'all don't know what the fuck supposed to be happening between her and Garcia either. Because none of it makes sense. And so then we get two scenes. Now we have two scenes that Marvin is discussing the aspect of religious in some kind of way. Like I said, he was talking about it with Flossie, with the bar mitzvah shit, and how the Jewish religion and how Judaism do this, that, and the third. And I was like, what they finna do? Get Marvin baptized? Okay. He go back over to the church and talk to the pastor who officiated over Lou's funeral. And basically the pastor tell him, you need to turn your life over to God. Ask for some forgiveness for all the shit you did wrong. Okay. I was like, well, they're going to finally arrest Marvin for that murder and they can convert him to Islam once he get into jail. What the fuck is the purpose of this? Other than to show Marvin's emotions, which was the best part of the whole fucking show. Okay. That was it. To show that he's still hurting. We already know that. Juke told us. We can see in Marvin's actions and Marvin's movements and he's still hurting for his brother. Okay. Taz. He going to meet God soon. Because he come down there and making his drop, and the Squalata twins, they let him know the streets been talking about how you got fired. We didn't even think that you was still working. You got kicked to the curb for Kanan. That pissed Taz off, right? And he kicked the shit out of one of the twins and told him to stay in a white boy's place when they talking to a black man. Okay. I didn't realize that the Squalata twins was breaking into show business, trying to get into acting. Okay, so trivia for today. Y'all ain't gonna know this shit. Y'all ain't gonna know it, but I'm gonna ask y'all anyway. The two twins that was here on Power, the Taz beat up one of them. What reality TV show did they appear on? Again, their last name is Scarlata. Nikki and JoJo are their first names. The Scarlata twins. What reality TV show did they appear on? If y'all get the answer to that trivia question, I'm going to give y'all a brand new cell phone with a whole lot of apps and shit, you know what I'm saying? So y'all don't have to hear about all this stuff from the streets. Somebody can give you a call, or you can call up somebody or look it up on social media, and y'all won't be left out the loop. Because all this stuff I hear, all this disconnect that we having on this doggone show don't make no fucking sense. Somebody got to call. And if y'all ain't calling somebody about the show, then maybe y'all can call Jesus on the main line for Marvin. Because they implying that he need God. Okay. Well, speaking of trivia, last week's trivia. The trivia question had to do with the title of the show, which was called Many Men. On what album did Many Men appear? And it's also the same title as the name of the movie that starred 50 Cent. The answer to that was Get Rich or Die Trying. And we had a few people this time came through and they got them a little gift. I was giving out flights to New York. So we got wings and mambo sauce. We got Takara 25. Tasia 7239. Beautifully T9444. They were all our winners from last week trivia. Give it up, give it up, give it up. So if you could tell me who the Scarlata twins, what TV show they appeared in, then you could win something from the emoji vault this week. Again, I'm gonna give y'all a nice brand new cell phone. Y'all tell me what you want. If you want Android, if you want Apple, I got you. I got you covered. And you'll have that so you can stay in the loop with what's going on with the show. Leave it down in the comment section. I don't care where you get your answers from. Like I said, you can copy off of each other if you don't know. I'm not going to tell you into next week's video. Anywho, child, let's get back to the doggone episode. Where I'm at. I lost my doggone place. I lost my place. We down here. We moved on from there. We moved on from there. Damn, did I finish everything? Marvin and Juke. For the second time this season, Marvin and Juke got me all wet in the eyes, child. He goes home, grabs a bottle of liquor. He trying to find his piece at the bottom of that. Juke is there. She look over at her daddy. She like, you good? You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't good. She say, Lou. He say, Lou, you, Kanan, Raq, Unique. It's all got me fucked up right now. I'm just all fucked up. So Juke is like, you know what? Let's get the fuck up out of here. Let's just leave. Let's leave the south side of Queens. Marvin like, it's not going to matter where we go. Trouble finds me. Trouble goes where I go. Trouble is my motherfucking middle name. You hear me? Okay. He said, but you know what? You can leave, Juke. You can get the fuck out of here. Save yourself from all this bullshit. Juke say, if I go, you go. We go together. I want to be with you. I need my motherfucking father, okay? And Marvin is like, how the fuck did I let you happen? I fuck up everything. Everything I touch somehow gets fucked up. And somehow you still managed to be this amazing kid. I like the fact that he still acknowledges that she's a kid. She's still only 18. Kanan's still only 17. Okay? And she like, look here, if we not leaving, I'm working for you then, Pops. I want to be with you. And Marvin is like, nah, I don't need that. I don't want that life for you. I don't want that life for you. Why would you do this to me? Why would you say that shit to me, right? And Haley Kilgore, she had another glory tear fall down in her face. Lip was trembling and shit. Because I love you. Marvin grabbed his heart like, oh, damn, fuck. I ain't never heard those words before, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if he has, he ain't heard them in a long doggone time. And he responded, got the tears in his fucking eyes. I got the tears in my goddamn eyes. I love you too. I do. I love you too. So now he crying. Now I'm crying. And they just hold each other like they probably haven't done in a mighty long time. But he put her to work. He bring her down to Lou's Club, and now she's the bartender. Her job is to tend to the real customers, collect the dough from the hoes. Okay, there's some big tiny list of motherfucker over in the corner named Riff Raff, who's supposed to be make sure he get the product over to the girls. He don't want her touching the product and shit like that. And he also gonna be her bodyguard. But if some shit pop off, it's a piece underneath the counter. Get busy with it. Okay, and she's like, "Oh, I got you, Pops." Right now, Juke don't know the first thing about making no damn drink. So she gonna be giving out straight shots, water, and cranberry juice. That's all she can serve because she don't know how to do shit else, right? But they got her manning the god dog on board. Now, the two dudes that Raq sent out there to spray up the block. It's nighttime now. They go back to the exact same corner that Kanan and Breeze hit up the night before. And they sprayed the corner up. They didn't hit nothing but brick all motherfucking night. One of the guys from Breeze crew shot back and he didn't hit shit either. Okay. And it would not be an hour of raising Kanan if I didn't say it at least one time. These some weak ass gangsters. Okay. They got 11,000 god doggone police out there on that corner for what? Not one single person was hit. Not one person was shot. And in that hood, that many police, no. Stop fucking lying. Stop fucking lying. The building that they was posted up in front of was a goddamn abandoned storefront. They are not finna send that many motherfucking police over to that neighborhood for gunshots and ain't nobody dead. Get the fuck out of here. Next, we see the new chick, Tiana. We don't see none of the white girls. It's the black chick, Tiana. She came in to do her first pickup. As she make her pickup, she go to this little white dude, what have you. He give her the cash. She walk back out. I don't know what was the whole purpose of showing us that he was at some law firm. Well, she making Wall Street money now. That was the whole point of saying that. Whatever. She goes in there again. She took her ass all the way to Queens over the loose spot and to go all the way back up to fucking Manhattan. She goes. She's done. She's taking Juke back the money. I can't imagine them doing one pickup at a time like that and taking the money back right then. I would think you'd be doing it for the whole fucking night, and you come back to Queens when you're done. But that's okay. She had one, and Juke said, "Oh, we got another run for you, right?" When she get there, and she was like, "I can't. Flossie got me going to a new client, so I got to go do that." And like I said earlier, Flossie said that these girls are not supposed to be escorting no more. But she did say that. But Marvin did make that reference that Tiana still got to suck dick. Okay, but I found it odd that she going to do this run, and Juke looking like, Now she goes there and she's walking down, and I felt already that the new guy was going to be Stefano or Breeze. Okay, since Pino done told all their business and who girls were working for Raq, but no, it was Kanan. It was Kanan, and that didn't make a lick of sense. Why in the hell will Flossie send her best girl over to the supposedly new client? Kanan ain't even got no money yet. He shouldn't be able to afford Flossie's girls, not her best girls. And she sent her best girl to Kanan, to a fucking teenager, somebody she ain't even vetted, and she seemed like she vet her clientele. No, he opened the door like, "What's your name?" And she's like, "Whatever you want it to be." And it was implying one of two things: that Kanan is finna hit one of Rock's girls or make one of Rock's girls work for him, because she didn't have no product on her. So he ain't stealing no product from her. She had no money on her because she already did the drop. So he ain't stealing no money from her. So y'all trying to make me believe that Kanan already know this girl. This girl that was working up in Manhattan. And Flossie chose her best girls. People she could trust. So this girl, this prostitute, this grown ass prostitute up in Manhattan knows Kanan. Is that what they trying to imply? Because I can't believe that he called up Flossie and wanted a date, and Flossie sent her to Kanan. You ain't never had clientele down in this part of town ever before. And now you sitting your Manhattan best down to Kanan, a new customer you ain't vetted. Get the fuck out of here. That's how this episode is stupid to me. This episode is real fucking dumb to me. But we gonna keep watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what y'all thought. Did y'all think the pieces connected? Did y'all understand why these scenes happened the way they did? Did it make sense? Do you have any clear idea why Juke is doing something with Garcia and what that something might be? And do you think Tiana is working with Kanan already, or Kanan finna set his mama up? Y'all have a good one. Peace.